Good eve- no, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, had an encounter this morning. Louis, his name. His name is. There was a guy this morning who asked me if I had a channel or not. And now that I think about it, I literally gave the guy the wrong channel name. Sorry, Louis. My fault. I typed Cajun Wong, but I'm pretty sure my channel name is Wong Cajun. So I literally gave him the wrong channel name as well. That's my fault. I guess I completely nearly forgot that my channel is public. I just have really forgot, didn't I? I don't even know my own name. But yeah, shout out to Louis, I guess. He said that he always saw me here, so he wanted to know if my channel was there or not. I kind of forgot that soon enough that, yeah. See, that was interesting. Saw him, and yeah. I mean, if I was to be straight up honest though, I swear I've never seen that man before because this isn't even the usual time I'm here. Like I'm actually a lot earlier than usual, so I'm gonna be real. I swear I'd never seen that man. Sorry, Louis, if that's sad or not, but I don't. I'm pretty sure I've never seen him before. Maybe I have, but right now this isn't even the time I go. But to be fair to Louis, the first like hour I'm here, I'm like either half asleep or I just don't know what's going on. So I rarely pay attention to the golden hour. I don't really pay attention to the regulars here until the running is finished. Oh no. No, whenever the cardio is done, that's when I kind of pay attention. But during the cardio, I literally have no idea who's around. It is what it is. But yeah. So I guess this first part of the episode is about the Louis guy. But unfortunately, perhaps I just don't know. I don't remember because, like I said, we're literally an hour earlier than usual, and he's leaving just then. And also, I don't pay attention to the people around me for the first 30 minutes to an hour because when I usually come this early, the car park's actually quite full. But since I'm always doing cardio, I don't know anyone. And by the time I'm finished the cardio, golden hour almost begins, and I recognize whoever's here. He's a friendly guy, though. Nothing wrong. Everyone here is friendly in New Zealand. Friendly guy. Friendly guy. I just gave him the wrong channel name. Whoops. I'm pretty sure I gave him the wrong name. I said Cajun Wong. It's actually Wong Cajun. Oh, by the way, just saying that not stupid, but the same speed camera is there again with zero of the lights on. What's crazy is when I was driving here, I literally was in my mind saying that I was like annoyed. I was like, bro, I hate going down the street at, I was going 55 by the way. And just as I was thinking about how I should speed, the same camera's in the same spot. So literally due to pattern recognition, I just don't speed in that one street anymore because there's always a camera there and they're always hiding. And guess what? That speed camera, no lights again. They're just hiding there. However, I will admit that I've never got a speed ticket in the mail yet, even though I'm pretty sure, at least in the first encounter, I literally sped past them. They have speed cameras parked in that one spot with zero lights on. So yeah, it is what it is. I wonder when we're gonna have to compromise the moving in. Perhaps in the future. In the future, we may have to start rotating. But I guess, to be fair, they only recognized me from consistency of being here in person. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't even do any score sheriff yesterday, did I? No, I didn't. All I did was the horror of Mr. Nightmare, which was actually kind of decent compared to yesterday, no, 2 days ago, because this one actually had some kind of value. It's kind of getting the same order, just security cameras, compounds, door locks, and yeah, the my memory might fuck, my memory is still alright though. I can clearly remember what the first story was. It was about the sophomore being a bit with another one, and then the second one was Home Alone thieves. Wait, no, hold on. Crap. I do I actually remember? Yeah. The second one was being home alone with robbers slash thieves slash murderers. Well, not really murderers, but with intent. And then the last though was getting stalked. That's why I said in many times before in these videos that if you're a female, don't come to the gym so early. It's not worth it. Luckily, there's New Zealand, so no one really does that type of stuff. Well, I guess to a degree, people can easily stalk me. I literally put myself out there anyways. But thing is, though, is that I'm a guy, so who the hell is going to do that? It's only going to be a matter of time before these videos will no longer be available in this area. I'm sure in the future we're going to have to move somewhere. But that is the journey, and I don't mind. Now, if you're running, and if you're wondering why we're not running, I don't know either. Just decided to talk. And also, we ate like another kg of rice, and I swear we haven't even digested it. Oh yeah. Also changed up the regime yesterday. We're doing Alpha 3 regime straight away, and then eating. And when we eat, we only ate the carbs, and then after 4 hours of digestion, I ate the meat. And from results, it seems to a degree a bit more optimal. Doing Alpha 3 regime straight away after the gym definitely has its own benefits. One of them being that I only have to do the dips later on in the afternoon. But when it comes to doing the dips in the afternoon, the dips are now taking twice as long as before. The temperature is really unkind to the dips because, as the weather's hot, it makes doing the dips and pull-ups a lot slower and harder. But also on the bright side, the mosquitoes aren't really showing up. I think it's actually getting a bit too hot for the mosquitoes, maybe. Or no, it really just depends. Also, it seems like coming here early is a lot busier than normal. It's like my usual time is almost golden hour, but today is very busy. But that's why we go on a treadmill because I don't remember. I don't know anyone here. Seems like a lot of people here today. It's okay though. If you're just in your own world, no one really knows. It's kind of like, how do you say it? If you just pretend no one's here, no one's here. It's that simple. But yeah, I didn't even touch art yesterday. I really should have. I guess I've just been really distracted. Not really distracted, but I've just been really occupied with testing out ecosystems rather than playing Ark. I think it's because from the ecosystems I test, I learn so much. I learn behaviors and patterns and, you know, learn and manage situations. Now that I think about it though, after all the research I've been doing, technically that makes me kind of a, not really, no, not really, never mind. I was gonna say it makes me look like an actor or manipulator, right? But it doesn't really make sense because, not really. I'm just very adaptable. Oh, yeah, and exploring ecosystems is very interesting. Why did I put a? Should just put the banana. I'm not going to be eating a banana right now. I will later. Oh yeah, wait, wasn't I talking about the speed camera? Yeah, there's a speed camera in the exact same spot. Like I literally could not speed in that same street anymore because it's just like this pattern recognition, right? And I was right again this morning. There's literally no lights, so I really can't speed in that spot. Luckily though, I was going way under 60. I was going like 50 something, 55 before I saw it. Dude, they're so camouflage. It's kind of This is it called deceptive, deceivious? They definitely are lying though, because like their cars in that street are literally hidden. There's no way you'll know until you get close enough to see like as much as I would confront the drivers again, it's kind of like how do I say it? I mean, I'm not sure. I probably won't. Usually I would confront him, but kind of, it's like, it is what it is now. We're gonna go 6 speed now, so that's slightly faster than half. There's nothing to talk about now. I've been silent again because I ran out of topic to talk about. I can't really think of any kind of topics to talk about. I could talk about redoing my entire Gulag and system, right? But when I think about it, I really just can't think of it properly. Because if I do change the setup, what do I actually gain from it? Well, what do I gain from it? I'll gain an extra monitor. I'll gain standing up ergonomics, and that's really all about. That's all I gain. And what do I lose? I lose sitting down ergonomics and a bit of time because it'll take some time to set it up. But a Blue Yeti mic seems fine in the current location, and I don't really need to use a third monitor. I never had to use a third monitor. Like I said, our current setup with the little compound station seems to be working absolutely fine anyways. There's zero no, complaining, zero. Well, if I think about it closer, I can't really think of anything to complain about. You can complain that the mouse and keyboards, there's not enough room, right? But even if I had more room, I still have to move them in front of me and move the other one away. So it doesn't matter. I might just have to run now because I kind of do want to hit at least 5K. Okay, well, who knew running at 12 speed for like 7 to 6 minutes is actually kind of hard. Well, we're actually super early today. We are beyond early. I didn't even know that we woke up that early. Oh yeah, pretty simple stuff, but we ran at like 12 speed today for like, not exactly sure how long. It was only like a couple minutes, but it definitely has a more, it's a bit challenging, I would say. Of course, it wasn't as challenging as 11 on 30 minutes, but 12 speed's definitely, well, it's definitely gonna, how do I say it? Skedaddle, skedoodle. I wonder what a poodle eats tastes like. Just saying random stuff now. Yo, look what I found. Sorry, I went to go wipe the treadmill and I got distracted as usual. Look, I've actually never used these before. I'm assuming they're exactly like depths, right? That's really weird because you're gonna have to really like chuck your knees in a lot if you want to even do dips on this, like this. I guess it's alright. Honestly, I would prefer a dip machine rather than these, but I can see the appeal of these if you're in an apartment. They're not bad. I can't even do an L sit. It's like impossible, I swear. I do not have the core strength yet to do an L sit. Well, not like that, but I can definitely hold L if I'm doing something else. That's not the point. Cool. So pretty much now, I think we either do cables or we do a little bench press tricep rotation. Rotation? What do you even call these things? Whatever. It's not really my business. What I do know is that we are going to do this. What the hell happened to that bench? Okay, guess we'll just be using this one then. The weights are different. It's alright. Wait, do you think I'm even strong enough anymore to lift this thing? Oh shoot, what the hell? Yeah, it's not worth the trouble. It's not worth the trouble, it's not even worth it. Also, I'm pretty sure, not gonna lie, I feel like I noticed someone in this place, but I don't really know who they are. But definitely familiar. I think it was an old person's older brother. I don't want to dox a name though. I don't want to dox a name. There you go, 3 plates. 3 plates. Look at that. I think this variation of tricep day is a lot more shorter to a degree. Kind of. No, not really. Arm day still takes the longest because there's no. In arm day, there's. Eh, it just takes the. Actually, no, yeah, it does take the. Arm day's got the most variations. Alright, well, just little push ups. It's just going to be a bit yuck because we're still a bit wet from that little under. I think it was like only 5 minutes of sprinting. 12 speed sprint. That was not a jog. Was this too heavy? Not gonna lie, that's actually too heavy for the triceps. Not even kidding. Plus, we're sweating a lot. Oh, shoot. And we still got to do, like, a crazy amount of water. And a banana. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. It's alright. It's gonna keep me from talking though. I don't know when exactly you start recording. I think you start recording like a few minutes ago. Because I just heard the alarm bell went off on the camera. And when the alarm bell goes off, the phone recording goes off. So it's okay there. I didn't say anything interesting. I didn't even speak at all. Banana. I never understood. What is that like thing with people when it comes to eating bananas? I always wondered that. I was like, why do people find it so lewd eating bananas? I never understood that because like, I guess the meme is like, if you eat a banana, like you lean into it and like suck the tip and bite it. Apparently it's gay. I always thought like, I don't know. It's not like you're going up and down. You're literally just going in and then biting it. So I don't know what people are on about. It's only gay if you actually are gay. Anyway, not gonna lie. Yeah. Sorry, these headphones. Mic scuffed and everything. Yeah, we still gotta finish the water. This time the triceps didn't really get. I wasn't really didn't really get activated today. Maybe it's because of the amount of dips we've been doing lately, or maybe because I'm wet. Either way, that was not very good. Should have done better. I can't imagine how crowded this place gets. I would definitely stay away from this place when it's crowded. It's just looks like a pure nightmare, especially the way these benches are laid out. It looks like the 12 gauge is kind of light to a degree. Still got 1 kg of water to go. We need it. By the way, we're definitely going to be heavy today, 100%, because yesterday we figured out that the rice takes like a day to digest, and the fact is that yesterday we ate more rice, so that means today we're even more heavier because it's stacked up, which means we're probably like 70, 71, 71 or more. But in the next following days, our protein count is definitely in the lower calories. Surprisingly, the cut of beef is so lean that the calories are so low. Technically, technically golden hour isn't even like here. We're literally an hour early. But it looks like people had already disappeared. Perhaps I never noticed, but I never seen that Louis guy. Well, I never noticed him because I've always been doing cardio. That's why you don't want anyone behind you. Exactly why you don't want people behind you. But luckily, it's such a golden hour is getting better, so no one's gonna be behind you. I really can't imagine how disgusting this place is during the public when it's peak time. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how close these benches are. Okay, the camera doesn't do it justice. The camera makes it look like it's a lot of space. But like, I mean, just like look how close these two are. Bro, they're so close. These benches are so close to each other. But I still have to finish the water. I probably need to set up some kind of bicep thing soon. We're already on two. We are already on 3 5s, and there's nothing to talk about. But yeah, we talked about yesterday in the Mr. Nightmare video about the girl being alone, living alone. Very bad idea. Go to the appearance. Yeah, I really can't imagine just play. I can't imagine bringing Deep Blue to this place again during peak hours. It just would seem impossible. Just would almost seem impossible. Yeah, I would not bring Deep Blue into such an environment. First of all, Deep Blue takes up like a lot of space and captures everything nearby. And when this place gets crowded, GG. Well, it's not even worth it. That's why I avoid people. It's not even worth it. I will avoid everyone. I would never ever bring Deep Blue into just a public, like, it's just not worth it. There is another strategy for Deep Blue that I know of. The strategy is not pretty, but it's decent, but it won't be pretty. One, it will have no terabyte hard drive connected, but Deep Blue would be using a magnetic mount. You wouldn't be using a tripod. You'll be using a magnetic mount, and I'll try to stick you somewhere for like a brief few seconds. Yeah, there's no topics to talk about. It's like we've covered everything. We we could cover the story about like the Venezuela or something, right? But that's just the game. That's just the game. Arm day takes the longer. Not really. What am I saying? Still got so much water to drink. Well, the war was done as expected, and then we'll go check our weight later. At least I've trained my body to a degree to like to stop peeing at the gym. Before it used to be really bad, not gonna lie. Before when I first started drinking lots of water at the gym, I would take like 2 to 3 pisses during the 2 hours. But now I've managed to adapt and yeah, just hold it. Well, not hold it, but there's no need until later. Like at home, perhaps it's because he's always a regular dude who takes a dump in that same spot, and like it's like I'm gonna like die in it or something. So I stopped. You know, Rich Piena's 8 hour arm workout. It's mainly just rest time. That's the 8 hours. I think the concept is being 8 hours in the gym that shocks people, but technically you can always just, you know, it's not a big deal. Well, we might as well take advantage of golden hour. We might as well. Which means I will be taking the entire Superman space. I think it's called the Superman biceps because you're flexing. Hands are gonna smell like metal. Trying to take advantage of golden hour. Nobody's here, so we're chilling. Wait a minute, are these matched? I swear if they're not. Matched. Cool. Superman. It's called Superman biceps because you're flexing both biceps. I think that's why it's called Superman biceps. I can't see myself. The the towel thing is in the way, so I really can't see my form. Usually, the other one I would see my form. I must be tripping, but I swear some guy just came in and then walked around and left. Must have forgot something in the car. Not sure how good that looks. I can't see myself in the mirror because the thing's blocking it, so I don't know if I'm symmetrical or not. Oh well. What I do know is that the camera's on an angle. It's alright. A little fixed up can't do much. But yeah, Superman curls. You just spam it. It's not bad. It's pretty much like a luxury to be honest. Because I highly doubt you can do that during peak. You'll never be able to do it in peak hours. Never. You'll never be allowed to. Gives me the creeps to be honest. I forgot that during peak hours, literally any kind of cable machine, there's always a guy next to you because it's so cramped. If you're not doing if you're not doing duo stuff, someone else is gonna take it. Ugh, gives me the creeps at how close contact that is. Because you guys have seen how much we use cables, right? That's just yeah. No, stay away from me. It's nothing to talk about. Also, I don't even know why I woke up so early today. I didn't even go to sleep late. I told you, whenever I try to sleep early, I swear it just wakes me up earlier. I guess that's just my body. That is just my body, to be honest. It doesn't feel, the bicep thing doesn't feel much during it, but it feels a lot when you release it. Anyway, it is time to check this, this weight, which I'm gonna assume we're like 71 because we ate more rice, and rice seems to digest the absolute slowest, and I don't blame it. I guess I don't know. Whatever. Yep, as expected, 70 something. It just stacks up. Let me guess, the moment we hop off the rice again, no, the moment I stop eating rice and just eat like muesli for 1 to 2 to 3 days, the weight's gonna drop again. Or even bread or something. You never know. I don't even know how it works. I guess I can quickly talk about our calorie stuff, right? We are eating around 2,600 to, or like maybe around 2,000 to 2,400. It really depends, but we are always above 2,000 now. And I guess what I have noticed is increased in strength, obviously. Yeah, pull-ups and dips have gotten a lot easier, push-ups and squats a lot easier, but we're still managing to run quite decently, as you could tell from 3 days ago and this morning, which, it's not bad. We're not fully lean though, but should probably really work on that. But yes, the muscles have gotten a lot stronger, obviously. We just need to figure out, we need to cut for fat loss. I mean, the top two abs are still somewhat visible, but honestly, yeah, if I'll be honest, they have definitely, they're not as popped out as before, but the upper body's like just insane. Upper body's insane, like when you like wrap a towel around your waist, like above here, everything looks crazy. That's why I've been subtly dropping calories from 2,600 to like around 2,400 to 300. That we should really just stick to muesli instead of going with rice or bread. Well, it really depends. What I do know is that we need to eat a lot of bread and milk because those expire. Muesli don't expire. They take forever to expire. Honestly, I don't even know what feels better. Being heavy and strong or light. But at the same time, I don't necessarily find myself heavy to a degree because, well, as you can tell from the running, I don't really find myself that heavy because we're managing to run pretty fast. So it's like not heavy in the sense that, yeah, that's always really good. Biceps get pumped the easiest. I'd say maybe. No, chest is like the easiest to get pumped. All you do for chest is you just do some push-ups. Do some good old push-ups. Good old push-ups. Good old squats. Good old planks. I think planks are very strong. And good old hip thrust as well. Calisthenics and hip thrust is actually quite enjoyable to do. It's pretty good. You just go rapid fire. And yeah, I think my theory for the hip thrusting is still correct. It's all about speed rather than weight, right? I don't know. What am I saying? Yeah, we stopped doing the stand machine a while ago. I think it's because holding it is kind of. Well, technically we can stop holding it. We can stop holding the rails again, right, for the stairs. But I swear to God, if I get shocked again, I'm gonna get so annoyed. Hate getting shocked. That reminds me of when I actually got shocked in real life once, like pretty badly. Like it was like the worst shock ever. Terrible. Let me tell you the story on when I had the worst shock ever in my life. Like literally. Okay, at the military, not military, but military program with a group of people. My pants were damp, and then for some reason we decided to cross an electric fence, and I tried to do that, and then I literally got zapped. Like it was so bad. Yeah, we did like a river crossing, right? And I had long pants on, and it was like wet because we all of us walked across the river like up to this deep. It was like a cadet program, right? We crossed the water, and then for some reason the flight sergeant said to go cross this electric fence, and we all did it. And then when I did it, I literally my leg touched the electric fence, and I literally got zapped so hard, literally fell down as well. That was tragic. But it's okay. I crossed the fence eventually, but literally got zapped. Like that was like the worst zap ever because this electric fence was, for cattle, was for sheep, and I literally pants was wet and literally shocked me and then fell down. Dude, those electric fences crazy. No wonder the sheep don't go near it. But yeah, that was during the military thing. Technically, it isn't no it's defense. They don't call it military. They call it like defense. I wonder how those all those military people are. Not really sure what to say about those military things. I think it was a very weird dynamic because when I did it, I was late, so all the superior ranks, were literally the same age as me, and they're like retarded. So, well, not retarded, but they were just extroverted. No, it doesn't matter. I don't really talk about it much. I could, but it was a blur in my life. An experience, no doubt about it. Though, don't really regret joining it, and don't really regret leaving it. It's good. It was a good what? Actually, I don't even know what I'm saying, but definitely experience was worth it to a degree. Taught me a lot about the anomaly mindset, kind of. Yeah, don't really know, but there is definitely lore behind. There's so much lore. I think the main reason, or what I do know, is that like even though these people were your higher ranks, they were like out of the program. They were literally like just no, like what? There was kind of like that. It's like I remember I talked to this one officer once during a bus ride, right? And I asked him like a bunch of stuff, and turns out even though he's like a high rank officer, he's just a university student in debt. GG. But I mean, it is what it is. I think his name was like Officer Davies or something. He was a chill guy. He was chill. He was being chilling. Matter of fact, I literally slept in the military barracks. Those, and then like when it comes to the military barracks, right? Apparently they're so strict on like making your bed so tidy. You might as well just sleep on the goddamn floor, just so when you wake up you don't have to make your bed. I left that ecosystem a while ago, but younger me would definitely be surprised on how much I could run now. Matter of fact, I don't even know what my sprinting capabilities are. I've never tested it. I haven't tested it in a while. No idea what our sprinting capability is. Like no treadmill, just straight up sprinting. Where would I sprint to? No idea. That also reminds me of, whenever I'm in the city, my strategy is very, very just, I'm just really weird, but it works. You know how when you're in the city walking around, right? Well, when I went to the city, I was doing some kind of thing with what is it called? The IRS? Whatever, who cares? No, not IRS. It's not called IRS, it's called, I can't remember what it's called in New Zealand. But what I do know is that when I'm in the city, I'm really not awkward, but I'm just like I'm not normal. So example is when it's like a red light, like I'm on foot, no scooter, no bike, no nothing. The moment the green, first of all, I'll check the street. Depends on the context, right? If there's cars going, I won't leave. But if there's literally zero cars, I'll run, right? But also there is this like strategy I use, which is kind of it avoids awkwardness. It depends on how many people are on the street as well. But when I was doing it at the time, there were very little people walking around. It was in the morning, but people going to work and stuff. Whenever the walking light turns green, instead of walking, I literally just run, and like I just run for like a good minute or so, so I'm like far away from everybody. It's so awkward. It was like this chick was like next to me, right? Green light, it's matching my pace, and I just run off. Like, oh, don't walk with me. I don't want to walk in the convoy. It's not even just that chick. It's like even old people and like just a group of people. I just don't want to walk near them. I don't want to walk beside them. I don't want to walk behind them. I'll just run in front of them until I'm a good distance away. Yeah, it's a bit unorthodox, but works really well in the city. Especially because I don't like walking a slow pace near or beside somebody for too long. I just want to get out of there. And since I'm older now, you just do that. It's kind of like free will. You just run. Is it illegal to run? No. Yeah, sure, it might be determined as weird behavior, but if the goal is to stay away from people and not be awkward, then I don't mind running for a few fleeting seconds so I create a distance. Because that's just, it's like, I don't like walking under convoys. Matter of fact, when I used to go to school, I would literally walk as fast as I could away from the convoy. But, now we're not in school anymore. I just applied that method to real life. But instead of walking fast, I just run. Because what are you gonna do about it? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it. I know we kind of I feel like every time when we were about to finish these videos, I talk a bit more than usual. Maybe because I'm more awake, maybe not. Maybe because I found something to talk about. Either way, appreciate it again. So see you guys next time, yeah? I will give my word today that we will actually do an ARC video today. We will, okay, I promise. That's my word. ARC video today. But now we have to do over 3 regime and then eat food. Maybe try to do the dips and pull-ups earlier. And then do the ARC cooked earth. Alright guys, I have to take a piss, so I'm not going to confront the speed camera driver. Oh come on, it's yellow light, you gotta be... Alright, I have to take a piss, so we really can't confront him. But look at this, look how hidden this place is. I'll show you, look. Where is he? Where is that bloke? It's right there, as you can see. Look, you can't even see look how hidden this, you can't even see the guy, but as you can see, the speed camera's right there. There he is, look, right there. Same spot as usual, but I really can't confront the person this time. He's just on his phone. I just can't, it is what it is, but straight up hidden. Oh well.
Am I actually streaming already? I actually am streaming already, aren't I? Should have double checked everything. I actually haven't double checked anything yet. Can these shorts get out of my face? Whatever. Anyways, before we start the series, we're gonna do a little Miss Nightmare thing, of course. Well, apparently I just searched up horror story and look at this. 52 minutes. Let's read. What is this channel? Looks interesting. Just wanna have a little quick little browse. 1.3 million subscribers. That's quite interesting. Looks like this guy's human voiced. Alright. Okay, well, we'll have a look at... Maybe we'll just do one story. We'll do story one. Oh damn. Story one is like literally half an hour. Maybe we'll just go to story 3 and then we'll do some cooked earth. So, yeah, unfortunately, since it's YouTube, we can't really change the kind of... Can't really change what we're doing. So, it says arc, but you guys just have to wait. We'll do arc soon. Let's just do story 3 first, because it's shorter, the shortest one. And then, yeah, we'll get to the story, and then, yeah, we'll do some arc. It's been a while since we played arc. I think it's been like, what? I don't even know how long it's been. Like, been a couple days since we played arc. But, let's see what the story is about first, shall we? Alright, let's go.
While. We hadn't seen each other in quite some time, so it was...
There's no subtitles. There's no subtitles. How am I supposed to read it?
More than 30 years ago, way back in 1995, I drove down to North Carolina for a camping weekend with some old friends of mine.
There's no subtitles. I really... Oh, god damn it. I prefer subtitles, not gonna lie. Subtitles definitely don't... What are all these videos? Okay, fine. We'll try to do it without subtitles, yeah?
Build a website you love
You bastards.
with Wix. Where your words...
Let's try without subtitles and then just see how it goes. Screw it, whatever. We're live. It's not even recording anyways. The coffee's already gone down quite a bit. Right, let's just do it. Screw it. Screw it. We'll do it. No subtitles. It
30
sucks.
years ago, way back in 1995,
You know, it is what it is.
I drove down to North Carolina for a camping weekend with some old friends of mine. And the place was called Standing Deer Campground, and it was sort of nestled into the foothills of the Great Smokies, and it was probably one of the most fun weekends that I'd had in a while. We hadn't seen each other in quite some time, so it was awesome to have a little reunion like that. And then on Monday morning, it was actually kind of emotional having to pack up and leave, when I think that I'd have happily spent the rest of my days drinking wine coolers and talking trash with the girls. I said my goodbyes, loaded up my car, and then realized that I didn't have enough gas to make it back to Indianapolis, which is where I was based at the time. Then when I asked one of the camp's admin team to direct me to a gas station, they said all I had to do was follow the southern road out of camp, and there was one near another campground called River Valley. I followed his instructions, and then lo and behold, there was the gas station, nestled into a bend in the...
Is it me or this story's moving like so fast I can't even tell what's going on? Like, what's happening?
road on top of a small hill.
What?
When I parked my car near one of the pumps, I saw it was one of those pay-first kind of deals, so I paid for my gas, walked back to my car, and then started filling my tank. But then, as I'm watching the little numbers get higher and higher, something catches my eye from way over near the trees at the edge of the station. And like I said, the gas station was sitting on top of a small hill with gentle slopes on two sides.
Not gonna lie, I can't really deal with this story right now, honestly. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it's nowhere near compared to Mr. Nightmare. I'm like, you know, no visuals, no subtitles. It's really just me. Yeah, nah, okay, it doesn't matter. We'll just hop into Arc straight away then. So, sorry about that. Oh, why is this cable in the way? Righty-ho, guess since we're live streaming, we might as well just hop on Arc, right? Level 16, but I know there's more. What? What?